Simple, good first impression. How do you do it? Okay, it's simple. And it needs to be simple. It needs to be obvious. Something we need to do every single day. We need a framework that we can follow every time we meet someone new, or that we run into someone that we've met once or twice that may not remember us that well. Okay? Because there's just too much advice out there on the internet that just messes up with your brain. Oh, you need to hold your hand and an arm in a 45-degree angle and then take your hand and shake it. Or, oh, you need to look at above their eyebrows, because that's how you portray leader, that you're a leader. No, we're gonna skip those things, okay? Keep it real simple, real easy, but this is the best way that I've found to make a good first impression. First thing, the foundations. Okay, you need to have these. If you don't have them, it's not going to be a good first impression. The other things we're going to talk about, semi-optional. But these things you need to nail, okay? Firstly, smile. You need to smile. You need to bring out a good, warm energy towards the person. Has to be a smile. No matter what. No matter if you're anxious or you're very worried about meeting this person, bring out the smile, okay? Even a person with a heart of stone won't be able to not feel your energy if you come out there with the warmest smile in the world. That's the first thing. Second thing, okay, this is their name. You either ask for their name, so you present yourself. Hello, my name is Jonathan, okay, and what's your name? Okay, thank you. Obviously, it may seem a little weird when I do it here in front of the camera, right? But you get the point. Get their name if you haven't met them before. If you have met them, and this is super important because everyone asks for a name. Everyone knows that, okay? When you meet someone, you present yourself, you get their name back. We always do that. Everyone does that. Even those people, right? The normies, they also do that. But here comes the thing. How many people actually remember a name, and how many people use that name the next time they see the person? So let's say you met someone for the first time a few days ago, you meet them again. Okay, here it comes. You need to use their name. A person's name is the most important word in any language. It is the word that means the most to that person. You need to remember it. And yeah, so many people have trouble with names. Oh, I can't remember them. I'm bad with names. No, you're not bad with names. You have too much stuff in your brain. You have like Clash of Clans strategies in your brain. Of course you can't remember a simple name when you're just in your head all the time thinking about other things that aren't that important in life. Get good with names, okay? You need to succeed. I cannot stress enough how important it is. So either ask for the name, or when you see them again, you use their name, because that shows them that you have a tremendous amount of respect for them, that you care about them, you care to remember their name, you care to use it, and you stand out. Because how many people use names? Not those guys, right? If we do, huge advantage. Those are two things, the foundation, smile and name. You need to hit those. Okay, what else can we do? There are a few things that are important. Not at the level of smile and name, but that still can really be beneficial to you. Because this thing about, the first 7 seconds of an impression, they need to be good. Because otherwise that person is always going to have a bad view of you. And I think there's some stuff to that. I think that's true. How do we do this then? Well, the problem is that since we know how important a first impression is, we're going to be so worried. We're going to be all in our head thinking, oh no, I can't miss it. I can't mess this up. Because it's so important, so central importance to our future relationship. I need to really nail this. And that's how they feel it. They're in their head all the time. Because when that person's hand comes, when they shake their hand or take their name, They're all up in your head, thinking, oh, this went well. Oh, that person's eyelid kind of like moved a little bit. Perhaps that person doesn't like me. Here it comes. You need to shut off your brain completely. The moment you think that a first impression went bad, that it's weird, you know, you take someone's hand and you kind of like feel it's a little stiff, so you kind of feel like, oh no, this is weird. The moment you think that it's weird, it becomes weird. So don't think that. It's easier said than done, I know this. I've been guilty of this so many times. But you need to shut your brain off. And the easiest way to do this, there are two methods. First, you need to breathe deeply. Breathe deeply. Has lots of effects. It calms you, makes your voice deeper. Just do it, okay? The second thing you do, you can hear now my everything, my voice and everything, my tempo of talking to you, it has slowed down because I took a deep breath. The second thing, focus all your energy on that person. Another mistake we do. I've done this so many times. I come to a person and I think too much of myself. Okay, I need to hold my hand and I need to take their name, and we're all focused on us. When in reality, when we meet someone new for the first time, we need to focus on them. That's the focus, that's the goal here. It's not just that we need to have a good first impression so that we will look good for that person. We also need to get a good picture of that person. We need to take that person in. We cannot be so focused on what we do. So to shut your brain off, you need to focus on that person. Look at that person. Smile. Focus on bringing warmth toward that person. And as you do, you're gonna forget about yourself, what you do, all the things you do, the things you could mess up. And so you become more present, and it leads to a better first impression. And as a side point to this is pretty fun and just an interesting thing to think about. If we think so much about ourselves, if we are so worried, how do you think it is for the other person? Because most likely, we know this for a fact, the majority of people are in their head all the time, think about themselves all the time, will think about themselves when they introduce themselves to someone new. So that person is probably inside of their own head all the time too. So when two people meet, it's not actually, okay, this person you meet here, no. Both persons are more likely to be in their own head than being present. Just keep that in mind. And that makes it even more worth it if you can nail these things and make a good first impression, because that person is going to be very impressed with you if you can do this right. So what have we gone through now? How do you make a simple, good first impression? You smile. You use their name. Either you take their name or you use their name. And you focus on the other person. This is to shut yourself off, your brain off, so that you don't think too much about what you might be doing wrong. That's what you do. That's the foundations. That's how we make a good first impression. And I can tell you, lastly, that I'm still struggling with this. I'm not getting this right all the time. But through this very simple framework, I am improving for what feels like every first impression I get. And I'm sure that you will too, once you start working on this. Just take this, make it simple, and you're gonna make a splendid first impression. One that looks impressive from the other person's point of view. One that makes you stand out. So good luck with your next first impression. In fact, good luck with all of your future first impressions. I hope this helped you in some way, that you learned something. Now go and take action on this. Go and actually use these principles, because that's how you become good at this game. That's how you become good. Not just good, that's how you become a master at first impressions. And with that, I'm leaving you.